Let's start with a few introductions.
My name's Cameron Hughes, but I go by Cami.
My name is Ashton Perez. Carolina Sinyakova.
3 NISD students spending time away from school learning about careers from real-world pros.
So Carolina, this is our recovery room. This is where the patients come.
Because let's face it, you can learn a lot from a book, but sometimes you gotta get out and experience things for yourself. It's an NISD program called ISM,
which is Independent Study Mentorship.
Brandeis gifted and talented program specialist Maria Cisneros says the program teams up juniors and seniors from schools around the district with real-world mentors in just about any field you could think of.
We've had kids who mentor with engineers, doctors, they'll mentor with tattoo artists, they'll mentor with firefighters, TV anchors.
It's a way for students to get their feet wet and find out what really goes on in the professional world they're interested in.
And so it kind of sets them up for college and see if they want to continue to pursue this career in the future.
So, yeah, good, that's good.
When you're in high school, you generally don't know what you're applying for and what you're about to expect when you're in college.
Carolina teamed up with Dr. Franz Zarita of Gastroenterology of San Antonio.
She's really very dedicated, interested, focused, takes good notes.
Carolina says she's always been interested in the medical field, but with so much to choose from, she was feeling overwhelmed. This program gives her the chance to fine-tune her learning, test things out, and focus in on what she really wants.
It's a lot of work, absolutely, and there are days when I have to stay up and do a lot of homework, but it pays off. It truly does. And I don't think there's going to be any other way where I could receive as much knowledge and as much information as I do in this class.
Full control. Pull towards you, never out.
I love art. I've loved art since I was a little kid. It's something I'm very passionate about.
Ashton says the great thing about the program is it gives you room to grow as you learn.
I originally mentored in physical therapy last year. This year I want to pursue something more in my artistic interest. Tattooing is a very personable subject.
So she teamed up with Miroslava Duran, owner of Ethereal Tattoo, who's teaching her the finer points of this centuries-old craft. But it's not just about the art.
My mentor taught me that you have to love your art and you have to be connected with your clientele in order to keep pursuing this career. It's a lot about connections, experience, and so much more than just the art.
Usually I will have you wait for this to dry. I know all of my clients by name. They all know about me. I tell them about my life. I know about their lives. Because, again, it's a very personal thing.
Over at Elbow Room, Aaron Callahan and Amy Moody say Cammie's request for mentorship was just what they'd been looking for.
Aaron and I had been talking about getting involved, particularly with young female students, because we see so few in the construction industry.
Elbow Room is a tiny home business, so it combined my passion with design, architecture, and entrepreneurship. And it's been really cool and a great experience to learn from female entrepreneurs.
And Cammie asks a ton of questions. She is super curious. I personally enjoy her company, and I have found our conversation to be very enriching.
It's completely changed my perspective on a lot of things, but particularly how I want to be successful in the future.
You can learn about it, read about it, but it's not until you actually do it that you learn.
Ashton says the learning doesn't stop with your mentor.
Also connecting with other students in the class. You get to learn about so many different jobs just from your fellow classmates. I have a friend who's doing architecture. I have a friend who's doing cybersecurity. Learning about their jobs is just as interesting as learning about my jobs.
It gets them organized, exposed, to really see if this is what they want.
And that NISD gives that tool to the kids, like, you know, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, I'm going to give you this opportunity to explore that avenue.
I think this is one of the best, if not the best, real-world experience course that Northside provides with ISM. It gives them that everything that we want, everything we want our kids to be independent, self-sufficient, advocate for themselves. This is that particular course where they get that real-world experience.